The four factors that influence the rate of a reaction are the temperature, the concentration, the particle size, and the presence of a catalyst. The collision theory is that molecules have to collide in a certain way with a certain amount of energy in order to form a new product. This reaction we will be doing first uses temperature. It's about the difference in temperature. I will first get a half teaspoon of the salt, put in a glass of cold water. Make sure you stir that up or else the reaction will take a very long time. Then I get a half teaspoon of salt again, and I put in our hot water. And I'll stir both of these until we find the reaction takes place. And for this reaction, we will be representing concentration and find out which of the two dissolves faster. Granulated cane sugar or sugar cubes. So I'll take a teaspoon of this cane sugar, put it in the water, and I'll time how fast that dissolves, and then after I'll put in the sugar cube, and we'll see which one dissolves fast. So this was the glass of the granulated cane sugar, and this was the sugar cube. They both were pretty quick. This one, the cane sugar, was faster because you didn't have to break out the sugar cube itself, but alone they dissolve essentially at the same speed. As you can see, after about 45 seconds, the hot water dissolved the salt within 45 seconds, whereas the cold water still is yet to dissolve much salt at all. So therefore, the hot water dissolves salt faster than the cold water. The reason that the hot water dissolves the salt faster is because of the collision theory. The collision theory says that if the hotter the water is, that means the faster the particles move around, and since the particles are moving faster around, that means that the reaction will take. Now I'll pour the distilled white vinegar into the baking soda. Now with the diluted vinegar, I will now pour it into the baking soda and see how the reaction takes place. As you can see that the second reaction did not bubble as much as the first one. That is a result of the water being added to the distilled vinegar. Alright, so we put the food coloring, the detergent, and the water in this. And then, oh no, sorry, not water, hydrogen peroxide. And then in this, we have our water, and then the yeast, and we mixed it up. And I mean, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it's really cool. Oh god. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, that's cool. A catalyst is something that speeds up the reaction, and in this instance it was the yeast we used. This chart shows what the reaction would have taken without the catalyst to what the reaction did take with the catalyst. As you can see, it would take a much longer time because it arches much higher up as opposed to the mini slope and quickly goes downhill.